Hello, good evening and welcome to HTR. It's round 2 of 12 and a slightly revised schedule this week sees us head to Jeddah in Saudi Arabia this evening instead of Baku over in Azerbaijan. And if round 1 didn't whet your appetite for this week, then I don't know what will, as Positive took the win in the most dramatic of circumstances last week in Austria. Both Andrea and Matt dropping it in the final corner in changing conditions in Austria. And is he going to be able to assert an early advantage in the championship race? Or can one of those two bounce back here this evening, or even potentially a new name near the top of the standings? And joining me in the comms box again this evening is Des10. So how are you, mate? You okay?
Hello, mate. It's good to be here, and thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, it should be a good one. I mean, still a relatively new track for everybody. So not a massive amount of laps around it probably last year, and now with the new cars as well.
Yeah, and
could really
a
throw a mix.
New patch has just dropped actually on the F1 22 game that everyone's obviously installed this morning, if you like. And apparently the handling of the cars could be a little bit different, so expect to see some mistakes. I would assume, and there might be a few cars in the wall too.
Yeah, definitely. 27 turns around this massive track right on the sea, and there's potential around every one of them, slightly off camber as well, some of the corners. So this is going to be an interesting one. I think certainly to watch cars in real life go around here, it's probably the most thrilling track I've seen.
Yeah, you only have to look at, what was it, Max Verstappen's qualifying lap that wasn't, and that was possibly one of the best laps I've ever seen bar one corner, and it all went to pot at the end, and I reckon that we might get something like that this time around too.
Yeah, maybe, quite possibly. I mean, let's see what happens then as we go in an almost full grid. The usual suspects. We've got IK Verlies. We're just waiting on then, who's returning to HTR after a spell away. Did have some pace back in the day. Has anything changed?
Yeah, come back as a tier 1 reserve this time around. Hasn't got a full-time seat just yet, but if he can put a marker down here, I reckon he could be in with a shout, as you say, if he finds that pace that he had before.
Yeah, certainly. And 2 tier 2 drivers as well, getting a bit of practicing for tomorrow. So Titan and Bicyc are in. Keep an eye on them, and we'll see how they get on. As we go into quality, it looks very overcast. I'm assuming no rain forecast here.
It would throw a real spanner in the works if there was some sort of rain.
Really
you should never expect rain in a country like this, in the Middle East, where obviously dry, sort of high temperature conditions are what's expected.
The car's starting to come out on the track. So we've got the Haas of FaZe Lizek first out.
Hang on. Right, no, we've got a shout. So if anyone is watching this, we're going to have to restart the lobby because the time of day is actually wrong, and that's why we're seeing the
Probably why it looks very weird.
So apologies for the false start, everyone.
Will be why it looks very odd out there on track.
So we'll just ask everyone to back out.
Does throw a big curveball. And a slight false start. And unusual not to have some technical gremlins, more of a human error with this one. Shout out Rob Brown. I mean, last week, if you didn't catch it, you can go back to our YouTube channel, Hypertier Racing, watch all the action from Austria last week, the season opener, which we thought was coasting to a relatively calm finish. Andrea leading with a 3-second penalty, as Matt was just coasting around behind him for the last sort of 5 or 6 laps. Positive dropped off the back with a spin and then could not believe his luck as he came round turn 10 to see the Alfa Romeo and the Ferrari stricken on the right-hand side in the rain and coasted home to take a sensational win. And really was a big blow, but I think it showed just who the early title contenders are going to be. And I think we can see those names near the top pretty much all season. Hopefully, they won't have it all their own way, though. Just to run you through the full results then from last week. So Positive did take the win. Andrea and Matt on the podium with him. Tom in the Williams for P4. Thallo, who was having a really good race before one or two mistakes, took fifth in the end. Armour King battled hard for sixth. Got caught in a midfield battle. Benefited well from some safety cars and some clever strategy. So 24 points for Armour King then. Briefing Cow 7th. Will in 8th. Alex F1 was 9th. Kingly Garlic rounded out the top 10 as a reserve, 16 points there. Basketball Dan, Triet and Harvey then were the only other finishers, just 13 crossing the line. As we referenced last week, the benefit of crossing the line in HTR is there are points all the way to last place.
13 actually quite a big total compared to the Tier 2 race, which if anyone saw live with Positive and Alex F1, they were commentating on a drama-filled Tier 2 race. So certainly testing times for people to finish races at the minute, but as you say, finishing at all is just big in itself in HTR.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see less than... I mean, if we had 13 finishing around Austria last week with 10 corners, we've got 27 extremely high-speed corners here tonight. Number could be lower than 13 quite easily. And I think you'd have to be a fool not to bet on the safety car.
Yeah, that might play a huge role in terms of people thinking what strategies to go with. Say when that safety car drops, it will be probably play a massive outcome or massive part in the outcome of the race.
We try again then. Back in. And hopefully we'll have the night sky above our heads. I'm just wondering if you could pick one driver from that lineup on the right hand side of the screen there, Des, who you think might just sneak a podium tonight. Who are you going for?
As we've already said, it's been a bit of a lottery so far. We expect the usual suspects to be up there, but I'm going to stick with one of the old timers and go with Armour King. He's been around the circuit, the HTR sort of league for a long time, knows a lot of these drivers and knows what it takes to get a good result in Saudi, because I think he actually quite likes the track too. So he's going to be my bet for a podium today.
I mean, without seeing any, haven't seen any time trial times or any positivity or negativity from any of the drivers, I'm going to go with Creations. I think McLaren need a bounce back this week after 0 points for the pair last week. A pair that we tipped to probably be challenging for the Constructors' Championship. And to say that one of them is going to be fast out on track. It is Creations at first. Yeah, big blow, no points last week.
Yeah, they'll be open to put that one behind them. I know some people like Austria, some people don't, and I think Smiggy's one that actually didn't like Austria, so we'll be glad to get that one out the way. But if the two of them together can sort of realise their potential, hit their top performance, they should be there or thereabouts in a high scoring points position.
Yeah, definitely. I think be surprised if they're not challenging for the championship, at least.
Yeah, if not individually, then definitely as a duo.
Creations is the first around the track. Lots of cars streaming out now. I have to say, as you drive around this track, drivers on their out lap or in lap will have to be aware, because these turns come so quickly
Yeah, and moving over as well for anyone on their hot lap could be quite difficult. There's not a lot of places to get out the way, so drivers going to have to use their mirrors, their mini map, to just be aware of their surroundings.
So there you go then, Creations open the rear wing now for this fast DRS straight that crosses the start finish line. Heads into the heavy braking zone of turn 1. Flips the car nicely, and you've got to flick it back right for 2. And now they just start piling at you. He has got a slight bit of traffic ahead, luckily. Car out the way, bit nice and early.
Talking about traffic, they're starting to build up on that last corner and make sure they got a good run for their first hot lap.
This looks nice from Creations. It's quite tidy. Not giving it full whack just yet. Into that cambered hairpin. Really a halfway milestone. And now the times get quicker and quicker as you make your way back in, the back 9, so to speak. And from now out the way.
Yeah, there's an Aston Martin who's round as well. I'm not sure which one it was. Quick look. I think it was Fallow who binned it. Yeah, it was in sector 1.
Did make a couple of mistakes last week. Fallow right up there. Creations now into the final DRS. Most of the work done then. It's been a very, very tidy lap. If that translates to a good lap time. One more test. Passes it with flying colours. Then we'll get a brief moment of the rear wing open again as he bursts towards the finish line and sets the benchmark at 130.9.
I'm on board with IK Verley's in his first hot lap back in HTR. Has he run wide? No, he hasn't there in sector 3. He's just got the fast section near the end of the lap to complete here, but I think he's just eased off. He must have made a mistake somewhere. He's not happy with that run and he's abandoning that lap.
That from VXR Tom smashes it out of the park. 129.6 for the Williams. As they're going to start streaming across the line now. Matt's gone back in, so there must have been a mistake there as well.
Talking of the McLarens there now, 2 and 3 with Smeed doing a 129.962. 3/10 off VXR Tom.
He came across the line, but it was invalid. He goes now. And there is Derek Shout, Armour King and Andrea. Wow. That's serious from Andrea, and he really means business this season.
He's one of the loudest to comment on the update and the new handling model, if you like, and obviously it's given him a bit of positivity and confidence in the car, because that is a storming lap.
Speaking of positivity, the Mercedes driver is out on track. He's got some traffic in the way though, and he looks quicker than the car ahead. And he might get stuck here. Is that Williams ahead potentially? Now moves out the way.
We're in the Red Bull doing a 130 dead. He's into P5.
Here comes positive then. Way back in. This looks quick. Really using all the track limits. Running to the wall. Carrying really good speed. Now underneath Loto. Just got to stop it. Keeps it in bounds. Rides the car. This is seriously good. This is going to challenge Andrea. As he's on the way back in then. Just the final corner to go. Slows it down enough, does he? Keeps it out, uses everything. This is good. What's it going to be now as he crosses the line? Positive second. 1.1 off of Andrea, actually. Oh, I cannot believe he's that far off.
That'll give the Italian lots of confidence.
Then. That is a wild lap. And we always know Andrea's had speed. There's never been any doubting that. It's just been the consistency. Oh, it's Tritt absolutely slams into the pit wall on the way in. Have a piece of that. Wallop. Will around the final corner. He's going into the pits as well.
I think it's Briefing Cal
abandoned
next on a hot lap. He's just about to cross the line. It's only a 1:38.6 from him though, but I think he did 2 hot laps, so quite hard to find performance in those tyres 2 laps running.
There's Matt now for Ferrari. Starts his flying lap. Had to abandon his fast run into the pits. Oh, and there was a slight wobble was there then. And this fast sector, just about getting the balance of the car. Building up your lap. It just gets quicker and quicker on the way in. He's got his teammate Machiavelli's giving him a bit of a tow there. Gets out of the way. Oh, there's an Alpha Tauri across the road. Don't think it put Matt off at all though. Using all of the track limits as well. So close to that car, to that wall on the outside right again. You have to get everything from this lap. You have to use all the track. Push the limits of it. Keeps it in bounds as he rides the cab into the third and final DRS zone. What can he come up with here? Can he challenge Andrea, or is he in a league of his own at the minute? You know, for Romeo. Matt right up to the wall. Perfect stuff. Driving to the line. It's not enough. It's the same as positive. Where has Andrea pulled this time? That cannot be beaten, surely.
Even as the track gets faster and faster, you'd think that he will get faster and faster, and that will only improve. So certainly Andrea in the driving seat, as it were.
Oh, Fallow's round again on the hot lap as well. If he's got damage, he'll be running out of time in this session soon. Not short laps here. The importance of getting that early one on the board, even though Creations set the benchmark at 1:30.9, might feel like he can do more.
Yeah, he's on a hot lap right now, just watching him as he's going through sector 2 and the speed building up from the McLaren driver.
Arlo is into the pits then, and his teammate Hurricane and the other Aston Martin on a hot lap as well. As we've got Phaser Zek then coming around the final corner. Measures it nicely. Slight tow. No, into the pits.
Here comes Creations. He's round the final corner. DRS open. It's a sprint to the finish. Jumps his teammate.
It's a P6. I think he'll take that. Something on the board. So, still 6 drivers without a time then. By 6th Allo, Phaser Zek, Hurricane, Triet and Basketball Dan.
Smiggy, he's got the P4. McLaren's really turning it on now, getting themselves up the order.
Just building the confidence on run after run. Willing to push it more and more.
I think as they do more laps around this circuit, they'll gain more confidence and they will find that extra few tenths, those important bits of...
Oh, and Triet got out of shape. I don't think he's invalidated the lap. Seems to still be going. Seems to get wide of the track limits. Very nervous on the power. Now the run down, where's it going to be? It's P4.
Ooh.
Really good lap. Oh no. IK Verlies. What's happened there, please? Oh, and round as well as we join him. What's happening in that Ferrari? Oh, as he slams it back into the wall. He's all over the shop. Can't get the car straight. I'll tell you what, it's a good job he's not going to start the race on those tyres. Oh, just holds it. Just needs to get back to the pits here.
Well, I'm on board with Bicycle and he's coming up to that stranded Ferrari. to be hoping that he doesn't get in his way, because this is his hot lap that he hasn't put a time on the board
Got
yet.
Hurricane there as well. Now he's out the way. He's round again. He can't get that fly back to the pits. He really needs to. He needs to get back out again.
Isaac round the last corner, winner of the Tier 2 race last week. What can he do in qualifying in Tier 1? 10th. Good effort from him.
Good benchmark. We've got Kev as well, back in. Tier 2 driver. So there's 3 of them. Fallow then, 1 of 2 now to not set a lap. He's out on track. Positive also out on track. Matt's about to start another flyer.
IK Verlies has made it back to the pits.
Well, Fallow hasn't though. He's dropped it again out of that hairpin.
And dropped it so much that
That's
he's
the
retired.
second time at least he's gone there. And it must be a big impact with the wall. See, potentially, Wolf Andrea, as he's coming round. Oh no, he's disappeared. He must be strewn on the left-hand side of the track there. Briefing cow. Going towards the line then. Positive in tow. Might get a tow from Briefing cow. Improves from 15th, goes 8th. Positive into the pits. As Titans coming across. No, 15th still there. Kev now starting a flyer. Isaac abandons into the pits. Andrea is going to try and improve somehow on his lap. And Max invalidated his. He might throw this into the pits. He might be able to quickly whack on one more set of tyres. And he is going to throw it in. And all these invalidated laps are going to throw up some penalties during the race, I think. Armour King invalidated as well there. Faisal Zek again into the pits, so still can't set a time. As the session just calms down as we await the final runs. Andrea, he is out while the track's quiet. Steaming back. Such high speed. Minimal turning arc from the Italian. Now you have to get the lock on. Keep it in bounds. Did. That was right on the limit again. Measured up against the wall. Get your rulers out. Cutting distance all the time. Wide arc. Didn't quite hook it to the card. And then Power won't complete the lap. Probably just going to box it. Might have chance to get one final one in right at the end.
I wonder how congested that final corner will be as everyone will start rushing out.
Yeah, Kev's back in the pits as well. They're really cutting it fine to get back around.
Will's seen enough.
Oh, Will. Where's Will gone? He's had enough. Is he in the pits? Hurricane is on this flyer and might encounter some traffic here on the way back. How quick those cars are ahead of him. Might just run into back. Is that Williams coming up?
That's a Ferrari round. IK Verlies is round. I think he was on his flyer.
Really struggling. IK Verlies. Hurricane didn't quite hook it to the inside.
And he's deliberately DNF'd on track. Oh no.
Incoming penalty there.
And Will's making up our numbers, the other Tier 2 driver, so we're going to have 2 Wills in this race. It will be driver number 19 of 20.
Oh, and Hurricane snap of oversteer on the exit of the final corner. It just coasted into the wall. Jumped the one of the Wills into P10 despite that. Positive has started his flyer then. Next of them just starting. Basketball Dan's on the way back. 14th at the minute.
Yeah, I'm going to be on board with his teammate. I'll let you know how he gets on, because he could be one that jumps a few places.
Final DRS straight. The Basketball Dan then. Yellow flag. I think that
Tom's invalidated. Okay. He won't be going anywhere.
He's 6 at the minute. Can he cling on to that? It's not a bad place to start. Basketball down then across the line. Improves above Kev, so into P13. It's Creations comes across the line, still P9. Did just cross the line in time, did he? Yeah, so the checker flag has dropped now. So Andrea's the time to beat. 1:27.9. Positive then on the challenge. Can he do anything? He just needs to improve marginally to get onto the front row, which he does. Not enough for pole, but a 28.1 to put the pressure on Matt. Kev is done. Titan is going to be next across the line, then the AlphaTauri. Wide. Really wide.
Oh, there's an Alfa Romeo gone in sector 2.
Must be Bicyc. Titan stays 15th then. Smiggy's now coming across the line. 5th place at the minute. Needs to find 2 tenths to get onto the second row. Only finds 1, so it's P5, but does improve. Plays the Zek. Still doesn't get a time in. And this is Matt then coming across the line. Can he do anything? No. Improves, but only stays P3.
Like out Armour King goes 4th.
Triet has had to abandon his lap. And followed in by that Williams. Briefing Cow. 8th at the minute. Wide as well. To the final corner. 2 tenths to improve. No pits. That's that done.
There'll be Creations, I think, the last man.
Oh no!
Oh! He has done a max.
Yeah, almost didn't carry enough speed into the corner. It's just ended up dropping it into the wall halfway round the corner. And that is going to be the session done then. Basketball Dan just coasting towards the line. So Andrea's hourly lap at 27.9. Said it'd be tough to beat. Positive gave it a good whack with a 28.1 to join him on the front row. Matt will start from P3. So the podium takers from last week absolutely clear of the fieldlet, because Armour King is back in the 129.1. And then it's a bit congested with Triet and Smiggy in the .2s. Tom, Briefing Cow, Creations, Hurricane, the top 10. And then Will, Bicyc, Basketball, Dan, Kev, Titan, IK Valleys, then Tallow, Phaser, Zek. Didn't get a lap time in, and Will join us for the race. IK Valleys 5 place penalty, as has Will. So IK Valleys will start from the back. And Will drop there into 16th. Well, Andrea really the class of the field. I said the other two gave it a good go. But it wasn't enough, really. It must have been a monster lap. A bit of a shame we weren't on board for that one, actually, with Andrea. But can he convert? Can he be consistent? There's going to be lots of overtaking opportunities with the DRS here. And no runoff areas, really. Just a few in Sector 2. This is going to be about precision, consistency, accuracy.
That's it. Who's going to be the drivers that manage to keep their car intact, who avoids the chaos, who avoids clipping their front wing, sustaining damage? It could come down to just keeping it on track and just being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know what the preferred strategy is going to be around here. I would be surprised if there was any 2 stops being pulled. But with the safety car potential, you'd have to expect at least 1. So strategies might go out the window early doors here, to be fair. And just a quick chance then, as the drivers choose their strategy. Maybe mess around with their front wing. They want a bit more grip, a bit more downforce for the race. Just the last chance. Go and grab any refreshments. Get ready. There's only a couple of minutes away now. You'd have to say you cannot really see the front 3 being disturbed. I know we picked Armour and Creations to maybe spring a surprise and get on the podium. Armour's got the closest, but it's a long way off in terms of pace still.
Yeah, I think the only likely situation where someone could disrupt that top 3 is if 2 maybe have a bit of an incident themselves, a bit like last week. So, I mean, it's doable here. Someone might chuck it up at an inside where there isn't enough room for 2 cars, but if they're sensible enough, that top 3 look like they will be the top 3 in the race, barring any incidents.
There we go, then the countdown is on to the formation lap. And they will set off for the formation lap for the start of this round 2 in HTR Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Hashtag NUFC, up the tune. My Saudi Arabia themed Bruno Guimaraes shirt arriving today in some style.
Hope you're wearing it for.
I'm not actually. That's a bit of an oversight. It's a shame we don't get to shout out Bruno.
Whoa.
Oh, what's happened here?
Round on the grid.
What has happened here? Is that Creations, who we've seen drop it mid-corner? On that way back in, it's just the low speed. Can't deal with it. And so then, soft tyres for 2 of them. Smiggy and Phaser Zek. We know Smiggy loves a bit of tyre management. That will suit him down to the ground. Hards then for Matt, who started on the hard tyre last week. Did make it go quite well. Kev and Will also on the hards. And then the rest of the field on mediums bar that. So, see Matt with the alternate tyre at the start last week. He's going for the same again. Where's Andrea gone? Andrea's back in the pack as well, so must have dropped it.
He finds his way back
Trying
through.
to now get back through, yeah.
Going back to the tyres, I think the medium tyre is the safe option. Obviously, if you're running the softs, you'd be wanting to make up a few places early doors and hoping for an early safety car. And then if you go on the hards like Matt has done and he made it work last week, they can sort of last the majority of the race, sets them up nicely for the final stint.
Oh, Matt! Drops it! Wow, they're dropping it everywhere here. Like the England one day setup. Drops, drops, drops. And he's now trying to get back. Oh, wow. He's just trying to warm the tyres, I think.
Yeah, obviously,
just let go on him.
Warming those hard tyres are a difficult thing to do. Oh, and there's an Alfa Romeo
round again,
completely
Andrea
round.
doing donuts here. This is wild.
Well, we said the
heavy
top
tanks of
3
fuel
look
as well.
untouchable, but
Yeah.
2 of the 3 of them dropped it already on the formation lap. Andrea's actually disqualified himself with his returning to his starting box, as has Titan.
So this could be a chance for positive. We'll have more of his car alongside the Alfa Romeo now. Might have to just yield into one then. The lights are flickering. 3, 4 and 5 just about on. And away they go. Positive looks to have got a good start. And he's already alongside Andrea and
there's
past
a Ferrari
him.
gone round. There's an Alfa Romeo gone round. That looked like a reset the track for IK Burley's. He's obviously not clued up on the rules. That's going to be another
Positive
penalty.
trying to keep it. Does keep it. And he leads then. Andrea all over the back of him, but paid the price for not getting the start. Smiggy's tussling there with briefing car, who gets a nice run up the inside, and Tom's there, but gets shut out. Yellow flag, who's gone there at the back? It's Titan. A few just got cut adrift. They're through relatively safely. Creations diving up the inside then of Hurricane. Who's got the grip? Creations short distance through the inside. Hurricane coming back there with a grip round the outside. Oh, bold place to try and make a move. Thinks better of it.
Behind
that,
that,
run wide.
Williams and Basketball Dan trying it on bicycle. There's a car round.
There's briefing cow, I think. And here comes Bicyc. Out of nowhere. Has to know. Was he had to concede the positions? Oh, and they're too wide there. Bicyc's had to go off track. Dallow's trying to pick up the pieces on Dan. Hurricane now side by side again with the McLaren. Dallow can see it all.
Meanwhile, I'm at the front. They're separated by less than a second. The top three.
Oh no, that's contact. Oh, Dallow's been picked up. Basketball Dan went deep into the side of Bicyc, I think. And there was a cross the inside of the final corner. Dallow was so unlucky that he didn't ghost. Just bumped his front wing. Oh, wheels through on him there now.
I don't know if Andrea's just clipped the wall as he's come through one of the first turns in sector 1.
It's all popping off early doors. Oh, Matt! For the second time I meant to scream that, and it did Armour just clip the back of him. It wasn't Armour, it was round. Just clipped the back of the Ferrari. I think as Matt was spinning. Unlucky for the Alpine. The second Matt in a row. Managed to avoid damage though, I think. Wonder if Treat's picked any up on that front wing as Hurricane's having a go at that McLaren again.
I'm further back, meanwhile, between 15th, 16th, 17th, they're separated by less than half a second. 3 of them as they go through sector 2.
Alpine getting narrow on the inside. Oh, faces Eck! He just clipped the wall and then clipped the front of Will, I think, Will RM. Titan looking for pieces. As Andrea 3/10 in behind Positive back at the front.
Sets the fastest lap.
Sets the fastest lap as well.
Yeah, man on the mission, I think.
Armour King. 2.8 the gap to third place. Andrea cozy and right on the rear right. And Trey is in the pits. Will have picked up damage then from clipping the back of Matt. That's very unlucky.
But that's what this track gives you, the potential for chaos, and that leads to even more chaos further back if you get really unlucky.
Let's have a look at the position change then. If I could find it. IK Valleys was the one that made me think about actually, because I've seen he's up into 11th. Massive gain of 8, so couldn't get round at all in quali. Comes to the race, up 8 places.
Kev's the first to
round
get penalty.
In sector 1. I think is that Will RM? Possibly.
Just dropping the beat there. The
DRS is now activated.
Matthew, Hurricane and Creations are all together. Matthew trying to work his way back up through the field. McLaren's pulled out.
Creations in the wall. Ooh. Just clipped it on the inside. He's still going. It was on the left-hand side of the track. Definitely went hard into the wall. As Andrea then is past Positive. Wobbles it slightly out the final corner. Positive's got the DRS though to fight it back into 1. Good straight line speed on the Alfa Romeo. And they're going to go side by side into 1. Positive to the inside. Andrea though gets back round the outside, then looks to cut. Looks as if he cut 2. Positive edges back ahead. Andrea still knocking around.
Hurricane,
Slight squeeze.
in the
That
meantime,
tight
has
corner
overtaken
approaches.
Matthew down the home straight with the DRS assistance as well. Overtakes going on everywhere on this track.
Positive's made it stick in the end, and I think he forced Andrea into a corner cut. That could become prevalent soon. This trail here doing a good job. Armour King Smiggy and VXR Tom.
Oh, and there's some penalties
pit lane
picked
as
up.
well.
Yeah. Yes, they'll be wiped out with their pit stops, but it's just more time that they're going to lose out to their rivals.
Definitely Mac then. It's all over the back of Hurricane. Yeah, I wonder if how much he scrubbed that hard tyre. He went for his little spin. And look at him gain, look at him gain. And he'll wait for this next section. Such poise in that Ferrari. He's just going to let it go around the outside, is he? Lovely car control. And he's just eased off to make sure he had DRS down the home straight. And this will be no chance then for Hurricane. Andrea on positive again into one. This time looks to have it done and does.
In the meantime, IK Verley's pits. Oh, he had a nightmare coming into the pits. I think his tyres were hot, so he's lost a bit of time there on his entry.
Picked up 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. So really not good. Oh, what's happened to Armour King? I think there's been an issue for Armour King. Drop back into 5th.
The yellow flag's been
There's
cleared.
Yellow flags. He's going so well. He was in that podium spot for you. Johnny Moore and Tom's all over the back of Smiggy.
Just going to give a big shout out to Bicyc at the moment. He's doing well and trying to fight for 8th position against Tier 1 regular Will, Tier 2 sort of driver.
Positive close again to Andrea. Tom though closer to the back of that McLaren. As they get a chance to get right on the rear wing and claim DRS down the home straight.
Oh, Bicyc's lost
Tom
it!
is very... Oh no.
He starts sector 3, just got onto the curb.
Oh, it's a safety car. Safety car is out.
And this is,
And Smiggy dives into the pits.
yeah, arguably
to
a
get
great
off of that
time
soft tyre.
for those who started on softs.
Yep, Armour King, Matt, Hurricane, all in then. VXR Tom, like to stay out. The front two had just missed the pit stop and have been held up by the safety car. So this is going to really impact those two at the front. If they manage to get beyond the safety car and just had a Delta to drive to, it'd have been okay. But now they've got caught behind it. The pack is going to bunch behind them, so if they box, they're just going to drop all the way back.
Yeah, I think one of the saving graces is that Kevin hasn't pitted under the safety car, and he's on 5 lap hold hard, so he's a bit of a buffer towards the rest of the field who have pitted.
Titan Police has done the same. Well, Titan Police, that's his old alias. Titan's done the same, so there's 2 in there who've elected for track position.
Briefing Cow has left the session. How did he retire? Something must have happened behind the safety car here.
Not sure where Briefing Cow is. See his dot on the mini-map.
His name's
Must have been in
greyed out.
the pits because he was in between Basketball Dan and Will, who's only just come out the pits. Just a chance to catch breath then. Not no need, eyes everywhere. There was opening 5 laps. It feels a lot longer than 5 laps. Just 1/5 of the way through the Grand Prix. We have our first safety car. So what do Andrea Positive do then? We've got to expect them to carry on running, I suppose.
I guess they'll be waiting for another safety car, maybe at lap kind of 11, 12.
Tom in the same boat as well. So Smiggy, really, they're going in now.
Oh, huge
So
call.
it's going to be Kev then who leads. Kev will lead. This has worked out wonderfully for Matt. Turns out that spin
Positive's
actually
put on a
blessing
new
in
front wing.
disguise.
Maybe he just thought he couldn't sustain what he had.
That makes sense then, with the new front wing.
Who's that? I think Tom's changing his front wing to. Is it Tom?
Armour King doing the same.
Right.
Yeah, so Andrea then, from the lead, now P11.
So
that'll hurt.
When we were talking about McLaren's really needing points and Smiggy not liking the Austria circuit last week, he's now found himself net P1, really.
Yeah, brilliant from him. And somehow found himself there. Kev leads though. Yet to box 6 laps on that hard tyre, but he is on the hard tyre, so definitely has the potential to stretch the stint.
Yeah, which could disrupt the drivers around him.
Definitely. And we're tight in there as well. Tight on a medium tyre though, so not sure how much longer he'll be able to last.
Just like to say as well, the Aston Martins, Hurricane Fallow, they've had their issues this race, but they're solid enough drivers and they've found themselves in 5th and 8th here.
Yeah, it's a decent points haul. If you could take that now as a constructor. It only looks like Ferrari that are going to better that tally as it stands. Armour King and Positive then back to 13th and 14th.
Yeah, that pit stop's hit them hard.
It really does hurt. Armour King, it says he's on 5-lap old mediums. He must have chucked back
His old mediums.
He boxed after.
I think he boxed straight away under that safety car and then must have picked up front wing damage.
It did. So he switched to the hard tyre. He's now back to the medium. Creations has done the same thing with their 2 stops.
The thing is,
another lap.
They could pit for those hards again because we're still waiting on Will to catch the pack up. And Armour has.
Yeah, and Armour King is in then.
So surely he'll put those hards back on.
So a change of wing. A complete reset for the Haas. And there they go, yeah. They're back on. So effectively brand new. And that'll be him going straight to the end now. But he's going to have it all to do from 17th. Only got the Alpine, of Will RM behind him. And this will be the final lap behind the safety car. So, who can heat their tyres up? And we've seen on the formation lap issues with tyre heating. Who can get them in the window, ready to go?
With no one having that soft tyre on, which is the easiest to heat up. Obviously, the driver's going to have to put a bit of work in on this lap to make sure that they can get the tyres in the working window.
I wonder if Kev will just become the cork in the bottle here. Matt's going to be keen to get past, especially on the medium tyre now as well. Matt has a real good run at this. He's not got either a Positive or Andrea anywhere near him. His nearest challenger on the mediums is Will, in the Red Bull in 6th.
Safety car in this lap. So Tier 2 in particular last week had some issues with the restarts. I'm hoping we don't have any incidents here.
I'm just seeing Will RM has dropped it and lost his wing at the back, so hard for him to catch now. So what will Kev do then? The obvious ploy is to just carry them as far as you can down the straight, minimise that run.
He's deploying my tactic in Austria.
And Smiggy's read it. They've dropped Titan Police slightly, but Smiggy read it and will want to get this done early. Good chance to do it. Matt's past Titan already.
Yeah.
And there he goes, the McLaren down the outside. Matt's going to do the same. Kev will try and squeeze him, but a Ferrari on that medium tyre has it done. So Kev didn't pay off for him.
Oh, Will's gone. Not sure how
Out
he's
the
got
final
it on the
corner.
final corner.
Hurricane all over the back of Kev's Mercedes now. Not been much of a cork, Kev. He's been popped early. Here comes the Aston Martin. Can't get anything done there. Good straight line speed from Kev. And it's Matt against Smiggy then for the win as it stands. But there's a long way to go yet.
Two of them have a bit of history. But I know they're good friends really, so this will be a friendly rivalry.
Fallow tricked under two Alfa Romeos all bunched up. Andrea stuck in this mid pack here. Look at the gaps. There's nothing between all of them. They're all over the road. There's just cars everywhere. Andrea will look on his teammate. Oh, he's hit the back of the Alpine.
Hurricane's
which
made
is
a move
going
on
round.
Kev.
Trick round and in the wall. Andrea clipped the back of him. Under braking.
Oh, Kev fighting
He
back
bites it
against
to the
Hurricane
outside.
meanwhile.
Hurricane there. Oh, IK Valley's
glory
clipped.
round. Yep.
And now spins it. Just lit up the rears. He got clipped, I think, by Titan, possibly. And then just lit up the rears.
Armour's changing his front wing. He's obviously had an incident.
Oh, so he's back onto that medium tyre. There's a yellow flag. It's IK Valley's gone. Safety car. The safety car is back out. IK Valleys, who struggled in quali but was running a decent race, has gone now, and there was lots of contact on that first safety car restart. I think there's going to be a lot to look at for the stewards there. A few of them caught on camera.
Stewards might be in
It's
for an
Smiggy
eventful night.
who has the advantage. What will Kev do then now?
Has to box surely for mediums.
I think so. Try and make them go.
The only thing that he's just lost out on is a bit like me last week in Austria. He hasn't had the chance to create a gap, so he's just going to drop down the order.
Yeah. Thinking about it, it does go in.
Titan surely would follow. Doesn't.
Oh, he's out. It's a massive shout.
Even further back, Basketball Dan is also in, as is FaZe, Lysic, Triet and Creations.
You see the stops clicking up now. Basketball down. This is his third stop. Same for FaZe. Armour King, 4 stops from 4th on the grid. And he's going back in again. He's boxed every lap, hasn't he, for the last like 5 laps? Poor old pit crew.
Running their money
Burning
today.
hands.
I
Those hard tyres are back.
have a feeling Armour King and Creations will be saying that we jinxed them because they're down in 14th and 16th respectively.
100%. Can Armour make it 1 lap and drive all the way down the start finish straight? We'll soon see. On board with the Welshman. No pressure. I wonder what's happened with him. Because he was absolutely flying until he made that one mistake on about 4 or 5. Since then, he's just picked. I think we'll probably have one more lap behind the safety car to allow the Haas to get on the back. should be racing on lap 13. Smiggy then from Matt. Hurricane on the hard tyre, P3. Isaac now is into P5.
Titan P6, but obviously will need to box at some point.
Yeah, Positive and Andrea 8 and 9. And I just wonder, Andrea might have the shout of a penalty coming his way after the race.
But when you think they were, you know, clear of the field in qualifying, obviously along with Matthew, but they find themselves 8th and 9th. It's just a bit of a nightmare to be stuck in midfield.
Yeah, cars ahead with penalties, so it could be, even if it stayed as it was, they would finish above them, but it's just traffic in the way.
They're in the pit lane. Basketball down on FaZe Lysick again.
King does catch onto the back. So fingers crossed for a clean race for him here on in.
Yeah, the Haas team not having a good one so far, but still, we're not even halfway yet, so plenty of time to recover the drive.
Oh, what Kev will be eyeing up. Fresh medium tyres then. 4 hard runners ahead of him, all in a row, albeit 2 of them are Positive and Andrea.
But we've mentioned it before again, it will be about tyre warm-up on this lap. Will the drivers get their tyres working for the restart?
What's Smiggy going to do? Is he going to deploy a take it to the line approach? It's probably the sensible one here. Oh no, basketball down, Gruler. Loves a penalty. There's been more free throws for him than anybody else last week.
Safety car in this lap. Keep an eye on the front. Now, unfortunately, the game does sometimes limit you how much throttle you can apply, even whilst the safety car is on its way in. So I don't know if that applies here or not. But as you've said before, Smiggy.
Big Baron gets into the pit lane then. Has he gone? He has gone. And has had a good restart. He'll be safe from Matt. He'll be very comfortable. Titan has got past Positive. Was it the other way around? Sorry, no, Positive getting past Titan and now attacking Thallow. Titan tried switching it back. Nothing on.
No, but Positive making
Andrea,
the moves
Tommy,
he
close
needs
pursuit.
to. Yeah, Andrea still stuck in 9th.
Oh, Victor Toll holds it very well. I was just about to comment on his fruit salad of a helmet. What a sweep, by the way. He almost dropped it. Held it terrifically. Andrea around the outside of Titan. But Titan gets a grip back off the inside. Andrea has no answer on that hard tyre. He's going to have a look. Squeezes it. Oh, and Titan had to bail out.
He's under pressure now from the cars behind him.
Kev coming through as well now, and Trait, what a run Trait's got! Oh, he had to get out of that. You can see things are about to kick off. He got out of there, he's all over the back of Kev. He's absolutely flying.
Lysick in the meantime, he's up to P4, battling with Will. That battle's commenced. Obviously, they've been at it for a few laps.
Positive down the inside of Thallow. Has that done? Thallow's got a good drive though. Out of the final corner.
Matt Iron off the
Lysick and Will. I don't know if there's any contact there. Positive stays ahead of Thallow. As Trait just outbraked by Kev, but trying to switch it back and get a better run out of 2. Run straight into the back of the Mercedes. Completely come out, and Creations is behind the Alpine now.
Oh, Lysick's picked up another penalty. That'll hurt him.
Sector 1, basketball down, gone near the back. Positive now, really making ground. Stepping on it. Smiggy's doing a good job keeping Matt at arm's reach. Bicyc as well. And now Positive in tow. Thallow not far back. Neither Andrea, Tom, Kev, Trey all within DRS range of each other when that becomes live.
Yeah. Might get a bit of a train going here.
Good drive from Positive. And will sneak up the inside of Will. What a run he got there. And now he'll look at Bicyc. Will he play the game and he's off?
Trying it on Thallow.
Outside. Bicyc though, good exit as well. DRS is now enabled and it's live. Will he have a look? Late on the brakes down the inside Bicyc, no. Oh, Will went deep.
That leaving
He
vulnerable.
well to recover it. Has it opened the door for Thallow? No. Drea lurking. Crocodile in the muddy waters.
I'm just looking further back. Two other friends are at it like a pair of beavers, if you like. Creations and Armour King fighting over P12. See points in HTR all the way down positions. So important move needed to be made here.
Andrea side by side with Thallow. Brilliant stuff from those two. Kept it together. Thallow switching it back. Oh, couldn't get it done. He's under attack now from Tom. And Treat, hell of a drive. Treat's drive out of the hairpin carries him all the way through sector 2. It's phenomenal. Oh no! That's huge! The drive wasn't good enough. Tom stayed alive somehow, the fruit salad. Just got his right rear. Don't know if it was the Williams drifting across or it was Treat moving to the right and have to be reviewed. What a massive instant and a third safety car.
What are the drivers going to do here? No one's boxed out the leaders. Someone's got in. It's Bicyc.
Who's that? Bicyc goes. Look to put the medium tyre back on, you'd assume. Titan had to now. Finally gets a chance to box. And this will really shake up them
Andrea's
because...
boxing as well and he's behind his teammate. He's going to drop right down the order.
Oh, no. Soft tyres for everyone, not the mediums, it's softs. What sort of pace are they going to have then on that soft tyre? You've got Armour King back up into 8th. Positive now back in 4th, right back in this race. I have to say, Smiggy, fantastic job keeping Matt. Never really, Matt, close enough for a move.
Within that like 0.3, 0.4 of a second, but it's not close enough to get a chuck done at turn 1 or possibly into the last corner.
Chuck. Just a go, Chuck. Shout out Jewett.
So we've got a real mix of tyres here now.
Yeah, I think Bicyc's been running a really good race. Now on the soft tyre, what a chance.
Yeah, the only thing
really
against
put
him
the foot down and go.
is the 6 seconds.
And his teammate Andrea is just, I know Andrea might be feeling this now on the soft tyre, but just has to be careful, I think, and think about the long game in this championship. Obviously going to be a big player. There's no need to throw
Risk it all.
a points haul away this early. Can definitely make up places just on pure speed.
To be honest,
on the soft tyre.
I think if I was Andrea, I'd be banking on more incidents. He's still got a good portion of the race left, and just pick him off. He's got the pace to really make a move.
Doesn't need to get it all done inside the first lap.
But with these soft runners near the back, it could be like moving day at the golf.
Unfortunately for me, Cam Smith won his run at the Open to perfection.
That was
Pounds on Rory.
oh, I'm sorry to hear that. When I backed Cam Smith, but never mind. Who are you backing for the win here? That is the question.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go with Smiggy. I think he did a really good job in that stint. I mean, we'll see how it opens up when Matt has a couple of runs with DRS.
I just wonder if he has looked after his tyres like he has done before. Maybe he can get maximum performance from his mediums in comparison to Matthew. He might have just used the grip a little bit more, trying to chase the McLaren driver down.
Yeah, I'm hoping, anyway, for Team McLaren. I'm hoping Creations can come back. Second place of the soft runners. So
I think the interesting
good
one
opportunity there
will be Positive. If he can clear Hurricane, and that's a big if, by the way, because Hurricane's raced a really good race here.
Yeah, been gone really under the radar, actually, Hurricane.
But if Positive can clear Hurricane, we know he's got the pace to throw it in with the big boys, but he is on the slower tyre.
Will it come into its own, though? That medium tyre must be reaching the end of its sort of lifespan. So I'm wondering, with 2 or 3 laps to go, is the hard tyre going to become the favoured race tyre out of those two?
Safety car in this lap. Smiggy warming up his tyres with his weaving left and right.
Yeah, had a decent restart last time, Smiggy.
Has he got another trick up his sleeve, or will it be the same as last time? Hurricane right on Matthew, by the way.
Yeah, it really is. And it's been a decent restart from the McLaren driver again. Matthew safe, Positive. Might have a look at Hurricane. Does! To the inside! Hurricane sticking it there.
To be fair, they've done well to keeping it clean. Fair play, boys. There's a yellow flag further back. It's Andrea.
Oh no!
Oh, and
who's that? Armour now as well.
And the other Alfa Romeo.
And Vajcek as well. And Lizek. It's both the Alfa Romeos and Haas's.
Oh, what a nightmare.
Caught in the knot. Thallow, great run now on Will. Down into the banked hairpin. To the outside. Will now with that shorter route. But off camber, can he get the grip? No, it's Thallow.
Oh, what? The Aston Martins are doing really well. 3rd and 5th now on track.
This is a big points haul. Creations is a second off the back of Kev. These soft runners haven't been able to get anything going here. Early doors.
Matthew chasing down.
3/10 behind. This is, as I said, that Creations now has closed it 4/10 the gap to Kev. And Positive right on the back of Hurricane as well.
But is he going to be under threat from Thallow?
And here comes Matt down the outside of Smiggy. ERS activated, gets it done. Smiggy, no real opportunity to fight it. And what can Matt do then? This is a big lap. And the context of this Grand Prix, and when we set out the tyre management, maybe it's actually Matt who's managed his tyres better than the McLaren, because he's pulled 7/8 already.
Their ERS levels are very similar as well.
9, he's gone here. He's absolutely gone. The horse has bolted.
Meanwhile,
oh, Creations, no,
yeah.
Gone. Soft tyre isn't doing the business. Andrea coming back through the field now, trying around the outside of Basketball Dam. Nothing on though. Oh, Andrea just getting very squirrely, has to regain composure. Positive is very composed behind Hurricane. Good exit there. Smiggy just within that 1 second. Here comes Positive then. There's room up the inside of the Aston Martin. I might have this done. Hurricane might try and switch it back. Positive though parks it.
He's going to have the DRS though down here. No, it's only just been enabled, so he won't have... It's all on ERS here. And Positive's got it done.
Titan very close to the back of Tom. Carrying a lot of straight line speed. Andrea behind them in 10th. Matt then, almost 1.5 seconds clear at the front.
Creations in the pits.
From that early spin. Oh, Kev.
I'm shocked at how these soft runners aren't really making any
Oh,
progress.
Andrea gone! Into the wall! Still alive here. But now back to 12th.
Oh, it's all falling apart.
Said about just not getting to... I don't really know what happened there.
There's
These soft tyres really haven't worked, have they?
No. And it was only a yellow flag, so no safety car to bring him back into it. That's pulled out.
Almost 2 seconds clear.
Yeah, 1.9 seconds clear. And Positive is chasing down Smiggy now.
And Hurricane's done a really good job of sticking to the back of the Mercedes after getting past. And how's that McLaren just burned his tyres out? Positive's absolutely flying on the hard tyre. I'll tell you what, if Positive can clear Smiggy here, he might be able to have a go at Matt, you know.
Yeah,
He's
the final
absolutely
few laps
flying.
would be very interesting. Andrea's
Andrea's gone! It's a VSC. Just as Positive was going to go down the outside. A VSE and Andrea, we said, pace is there. Where's the consistency? And he's just thrown it all away here. Really.
Unbelievable quali
Needed
lap
to just
from
settle
him.
and take points.
But you get no points for the qualifying. All the points on a Sunday. And his inconsistencies have just undone his whole race.
Yeah, and that could, come the end of the season, be big. You might look back at that and think, well,
We're off racing again.
how many points
by
we've
the
ended
way.
up with, but maybe 15 points or so. Thallow right on the back. And Will. There's a real train here in the battle for second place.
Oh, Creation picks
This
up
is
a
a
penalty.
right train.
Yeah, I just wonder if those penalties will come into it in the final sort of
Thallow
standings.
On his
Positive.
teammate through the inside.
Positive's got it done. Smiggy's going to have the DRS down the home straight. Yellow flag, it's Bisick in sector 2.
Yeah, and Smiggy trying to get that place back with nothing doing. Oh, this is music to the ears of Matt and Ferrari.
No.
Oh, clip on the inside from Thallow. Wonder if there's damage.
Oh, he's let his
Hurricane
teammate
gets
by.
through.
This is not a track you really want to...
Oh, and he's clipped the
front wing
inside now,
damage.
Hurricane.
Oh, it's all falling apart for the Aston Martins, is it? Will sniffing
I
about.
think he's managed to escape.
But with the high-speed corners of this track, and as you've alluded to before, 27 turns, front wing damage really does take its
Oh
toll.
no, Will's clipped the inside. They're all just clipping the inside corner.
That means Tom is on the back of Will.
Yeah, Tom's so close. For the fruit salad on the soft tyre. Just very easy through there though. And those medium tyres must be burning up now.
Yeah, Positive's made no impression on Matt just yet. He's got 3 laps to do it. Smiggy still hanging on to the rear of Positive.
He's trained now. Smiggy's been relieved of the pressure that was building on him.
Ooh,
Train just drops off and Thallow.
looking at the Aston Martins, they're under attack by the Red Bull. Can they work together to bring home P4 and P5?
Yeah, Thallow needs to let go really from Hurricane with that 3-second penalty. He needs to go and build that gap. Hurricane could do him a right job here. Will with his 6 seconds though. Won't be too much of a threat. But Tom, no penalties in P7. And look at the gap, Positive cutting the gap to Matt. Is he just going to run out of laps though? I wonder.
Matt's not touched his ERS as well. He's got that in the bank. I think it's been a shrewd drive from the Ferrari driver, despite his worries early on.
Will pressing Hurricane. Tom lurking. There's that basketball Dan, who spun. DRS then. Tom, Will and Hurricane. Thallow the one at the front. Good drive. Out there from Will. Might be able to have a look at Hurricane now then. Goes to the outside.
I've got a great view of this. Whatever camera they've...
Yeah, you might be able to pick up pieces here. Just pick the right line. Oh, very good. Very clean stuff there. As Will goes past Hurricane. Tom to the inside now. And Thallow's going to come under attack from the Red Bull.
Oh!
Both Aston Martins on the outside. Williams and Red Bull on the inside. Hurricane coming back through. Thallow holding P4.
Shut the door, didn't he?
Tom then driving behind Will. Bicycle gone.
Gone. What a shame for the
Oh, everybody wide.
Positive cut the gap now to 1.3. He can see the rear of the Ferrari, but he hasn't got long
He's
to chase
almost
it.
in DRS.
Titan,
huge
by the way,
pressure.
tier 2 in 10th.
The XR Tom to the inside, good grip. Hurricane almost tried to cut it off a bit late, but Tom's through, and Kev's on the back of that. No, Positive.
Oh, that's going to be big.
That could be huge. That's opened the door for Smiggy.
Yeah, that's
to try and get back that P2. And it basically hands Matt the win, unless there's late drama like last week. Not over till it's over. Kev hunting these lot down, but with 6 seconds of pens. Might just look stay out of it. I think Will's made a big error.
Oh, DRS now. All of them have it, I think.
Dude.
Positive within a second of Matthew, but with that penalty.
That penalty.
But at the minute he's holding on to P2. Can Smiggy close that gap?
Kev then is going to go past Hurricane, who's just sliding. He's going to fight it to the outside. Kev keeps it clean. Oh, Hurricane, 3 seconds.
Oh, that's allowed Armour
That's
in.
a big moment. Yeah, Armour going to pick up lots of places here. How many is he going to gain? 1, 2, 3, by the looks of it as it stands. Positive then is on the back of Matt, and without that 3 seconds is what could have been. Really.
Surely they're not going to have a bit of drama and allow Smiggy to sneak in.
Wow, Matt Positive can't really afford to get held up. This is the issue. Smiggy now back within the 3 seconds. But he doesn't want to do anything rash on Matt, but he's costing himself P2 here. But we will have DRS in a minute. Is that going to be enough?
Hurricane fighting hard, still with Tom. Tom maintains
Oh no,
it.
Positive! He's clipped the back of Matt!
Oh no!
And he's round! There's more last lap drama. It went in his favour last week. And it's gone against him here. He just had to drive on the Ferrari and drove into the back of him. And look how many places he's dropped.
P7.
He'll gain 1 on Will. But this is huge. He's going to try and dive on the inside of Tom, but it won't matter.
Tom's going to take home a podium, is he? Yes.
You think he will do? Thallow then, Matt and Smiggy across the line, 1 and 2. Tom for P3, Armour for 4. Thallow then 5, Positive with that huge error for 6th. Harry Kane 7th, Will 8th, Kev drove a hard race, stuck it around for 9th, Titan the same in 10th. Basketball Dan's going to come home for 11th. Creations will take 12th. Commentator's cast, really, on that part. Fraser Zek will see the checkered flag as well for 13th.
It's 13 finishes again in Tier 1.
It is. And well, more last lap drama then. Matt, though, great drive after the early error. Got past Smiggy quickly on the safety car restart and never really looked back. Just extended. Positive flying on the hard tyre. Made a mistake with a 3-second penalty, which really took the battle for the win out on the last lap. And just as he was getting clogged up, he was just waiting for DRS, I think, to get past Matt and maybe cling on to that P2. Drove straight into the back of the Ferrari, round and into the wall. And has dropped back, so points gained for him last week and then dropped again this week. And that is going to hand Matt the lead of the championship.
Obviously, these finishing positions are subject to incident reports and tickets that will be opened by the drivers. I'm sure the stewards will be busy tonight looking at lots of incidents in an action-packed race.
Yeah, I think there's been lots to look at. And penalties, the key. Armour and Tom keeping it clean. And look what they've ended up without 3 seconds of penalties. So, really good effort from those two. Armour King had to really grind out that.
5-stopper.
He started
classic.
5 stops and gets back to P4.
I'll employ that
somehow.
Tomorrow.
Really good from him, but it's Matt then takes the win from Smiggy in P2. Good drive, to be fair. Did lead. I thought maybe because he did such a good stint in the middle, might be able to cling on, but the pace of Matt just too much. VXR Tom for 3rd then. Great result for Williams. Armour King for 4th. Dallo 5th. Positive back into 6th. Hurricane, Will, Kev, Titan the top 10. Basketball Dan, Creations, FaZe Lizak. And then Bicyc is classified 3 laps down. Andrea, Triet, IK Verlies, Will all did not finish. Well, 2 weeks in a row then. It's gone right to the wire. And we've had some drama on the last lap, right at the front of the pack. But there was battles throughout the field. The midfield battle in that was excellent at times. I have to say, there was a few incidents. As you said, we'll need to have a look. But there was also some very good wheel-to-wheel racing around what is a very tight track. A very tough track to race. So, certainly got your money's worth again this evening. And next week then, I mean, the slightly revised schedule, obviously, we're meant to be at Baku this evening. Switched with Saudi Arabia. So Baku now goes to round 7. So that's not until the end of August. But next week we've got our first sprint race of the season. So for Tier 1 it's August the 1st. And that is going to be in Australia. So the first chance to run the new sprint. And that'll be next week. So we'll have a one-shot quali. I think. Am I right in saying that, Derek?
Yeah, that's right. One-shot quali.
One-shot quali. And then we'll run a short sprint race,
yeah,
to set the grid for the effective main event. So you can join me and you again, maybe, Derek, next week.
Yeah,
for that.
I should be here, fresh from August
the 1st,
a day at a new job, to be honest. So should be in good spirits.
Yeah, 7 p.m. BST can join me and Derek for that one then. And before that, tomorrow we go again in Tier 2. I'm not sure how we're feeling about it after watching that. But Tier 2 tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. BST. You can join Positive and Alex F1 for commentary of that one. And any final thoughts from you at all, Des, on that?
Again, I'm speechless. Just final lap drama. It just goes to show that you've really got to be on it to the end, fully concentrated, and let's hope we can bring home a good result again tomorrow for the two of us.
Yeah, amen to that. But it's Matt then who's taken control of the championship. So a really good day for him, good day for Ferrari, and just a good day for everybody watching. Enjoy this warm weather that we're still having, and hopefully you can join us tomorrow for Tier 2, XF1 and Positive on comms. So, but until you hear me again, have a good week, and I'll see you next time at HTR. Good night.
Bye.